us? You guys are
Yep.
live.
We're live. Oh,
We're
man.
live.
What is this? We're on YouTube?
Hey, everyone's saying hello.
It's like we're famous. We're on the biggest... You know how many people watch YouTube?
Trillions.
All those people.
They're coming in.
They're coming in.
Okay.
Filling
Some
in.
people.
Look at all these comments.
Everyone grab a seat. Don't be shy. Come up to the front.
Have some of the day-old donuts
Yeah,
from
fill in the first few rows, guys. Don't be shy.
Yep. No social distancing because it's, the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them to ask you questions.
Here we go.
Yeah, you can ask questions, but they're saying, hi, I never watch. We're watching you now. Forward momentum. Do you see my question? They're moving fast.
They are moving fast.
Hey,
So,
guys,
you
by
know
the
why
way,
our book just launched.
I'm Kyle Mann, editor-in-chief of the Babylon Bee. This is Ethan Nicole, creative director of the Babylon Bee, hilarious stick figure illustrator. And Joel Berry, you might not have seen before. He's been on the podcast once. But he's the managing editor of the Babylon Bee, and he usually lives in Ohio.
Usually.
And he has come out to visit us for the launch of our new book.
Woo!
The Babylon Bee Guide to Wokeness, available everywhere books are sold. And we want you guys to give us money. Your money's going to be worthless anyway.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're really getting the raw end of this deal. So hand us your worthless fiat currency, and we will hand you this, which is very valuable in the post-apocalyptic wasteland.
It's like a printed NFT.
It's already pre-burned, too. I mean, you can use this for firewood, whatever is needed to keep you warm in the dystopia. There it is.
It's our handbook. I don't know if you guys have heard this term yet. Wokeness. So they call it being woke. And it's different from when you're sleeping and then you wake up. It's a whole different concept. So for people that don't know about it, we made a book.
Okay, so you want to start reading off questions here? Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, let's do it.
We only want questions that are easy promotional setups for us to promote the Babylon Bee Guide to Wokeness. Other questions we will completely ignore, but I'm just kidding. You can ask us anything.
Word Ninja asks, Ethan, what was your favorite moment? But I don't know. Is that in life?
Or in the book.
In all of life? My wedding?
It's a very general question.
My wedding night.
Favorite moment was when we were done making the book because we made it in a month, like marathon crammed. We got it done so fast. Shout out to Gavin who worked hard on it too. He's back there.
Gavin Yee. Do we want to say his name? He's like,
It's already out there. Xander's rants back there.
Finishing a book is like pushing out a baby.
Extremely messy.
And
sometimes you got to do some surgery.
Sometimes you got to catch your stomach.
It's true.
Favorite Lord of the Rings character?
No, that's right.
Faramir. Anybody else? Am I the one who cares?
Tom Bombadil.
Samwise, because, he's like...
Yeah.
People always say I look like him. They used to when I looked like that.
Hey, a Big Bear Hat says, hey, I'm looking for a new book to have on my bookshelf. Any recommendations? I would like to recommend Ethan's Chesterton collection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chesterton's Gateway, which we probably have a copy of over there somewhere for me to hold up.
We're promoting my book on the book
lovingly
launch.
to the camera.
This wasn't my idea, Seth.
No, it wasn't.
If you've ever wanted to try to get into G.K. Chesterton and didn't know where to start, I have created that book.
Yeah.
And it's I particularly would like to recommend the audio version, which Ethan reads it to you like a loving, jolly grandpa.
Grandpa.
Well, I didn't mean you sounded old, but you have this cadence, where you sound like a guy sitting there smoking a cigar telling his favorite stories.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a great audiobook. But also, once you're done reading this, you should buy the Babylon Bee Guide to Wokeness.
Get two of these to
get
act as
two hands and
bookends
two eyes
on your bookshelf.
To hold up your Ethan Nicole book.
That's right. Yep.
Wokeness, the book. So this book came out today.
Today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This book just came out like a week ago. But they're out, so you can get them right now.
Well, the essays came out
the essays came out like 100 years ago.
Will there be a collaboration with Freedom Tunes? We've done that.
Yes, and we kind of have.
Well, the one collaboration you guys didn't watch, we had Seamus on, and we did a live action Ron Butch. It's a debate tactics with Rod Butch, and you got to watch it because it's one of our best videos. We punch a guy into the sun, we rip a guy's skeleton out, we run over a guy with a truck. It has everything, and YouTube was like, nah, it's not making fun of woke people, but kind of. You should watch it.
Yeah, they were like, how does this own the libs?
Yeah.
This doesn't own the libs. We don't want this.
We want more lib
We want
ownage.
lib owning.
Someone just asked what our favorite article is.
You asked that.
Yeah, that was in the last. We got asked that earlier, but
My favorite article is the celebrities spell out we're all in this together with their yachts.
I usually answer that AOC one that Frank wrote.
Yeah,
that
that's a good one.
confuses everybody, and it's
Yeah,
just because the comments are the gift that keep on giving, where she ties herself up with her shoelaces and strangles herself because she's so stupid. Because the joke, we're mocking our own audience really and ourselves.
It's not true. The joke is that she strangled herself with her shoelaces because she's so
It goes over my head, but there's this like litmus test in the comments that you can tell where a person's coming from by how they react to that joke.
yeah. I like the one where LeBron wears a lace doily around his neck to honor RBG after her death. That one was great because the left went. They all believed it went viral on the left because they were so inspired by that touching show of respect from LeBron.
that was one of the few that got shared on the left as though it was real,
Yeah.
and because they thought it was good. Like,
Yeah, it felt good to know I was inspiring the left and helping them have a nice, just a nice moment of joy.
Aaron says, "Let's hoe Brandon,"
Oh, Brandon.
and then
Oh,
correct.
he just corrected it.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, I get it. Okay, I thought it was let's hoe.
Andy from Taiwan. Oh, we got viewers from Taiwan,
Whoa.
which is a country.
Which is a country we would like to add.
We'd like to clarify and
and
make
if
sure.
now this feed is going to be cut off by YouTube any moment.
Someone asked what our favorite video sketches. What do you think?
Of all
You got a
time or
favorite?
ours?
Of ours, I assume.
Oh. I really liked the FBI one that we did, and it was doing really well on YouTube, and then all of a sudden YouTube was like, turn off the faucet. Wait,
Yep.
you turn off a faucet this way. Turn off the
Stop.
faucet. And I like that one a lot. I actually really like the one that our writer Erlich Wheatstein wrote of Jim and Hank. That was an interesting one
rednecks?
because I really
Rednecks?
liked the concept, but I felt like this doesn't own the libs. It's not gonna it's not gonna get shared that much, and it just blew up. So for the live action ones,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's my favorite live action one. I have so many favorite animations. You go, Joel.
Oh, this just might be because my memory doesn't go back
you
that
like
far.
the
but
you like the Seamus one. That's your favorite one.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll go Rod Butch,
yeah,
the Seamus
yeah,
one.
that one's good.
Debate tactics. Rod Butch.
I love the one that just came out. The Let's Go Brandon. The dad trying to figure out how to cheer for his son named Brandon. That was just great. Ethan was great in that one. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to watch that one.
And what you can't tell in that video is that they're in direct sunlight burning our faces off. And there was children sitting there behind me that were just miserable.
I love the mature comments in here. These are our people. This is great.
Is our video still live? No.
We're moving.
All right.
More people need to move to California, this guy says. Oh, someone said when you guys think about leaving California a lot. I know Kyle doesn't. Kyle is obsessed with California.
I keep trying to convince Kyle to leave California, and he keeps trying to convince me to come to California. Currently at an impasse, so we'll see. I don't know. It's really nice.
Everybody
it's
would just move to California. We could solve this, have the nicest
true.
weather in the world,
It's
and
true.
take over.
If all of you conservative people would move here, then it would
Quit
be
cowering out there in
Yeah.
Idaho or whatever, and you're
We need
cradling your
reinforcements.
potatoes, chattering your teeth in fear of the liberals. Get out here.
If you guys buy 1 million copies of this book, we will leave California,
Oh.
but not actually.
Well, all right.
Uhuru says, did you guys write the book or did you use a spiritual apparition writer?
What is a spiritual apparition writer? Oh, a ghost writer.
A
ghost
ghost writer?
writer.
Oh, ghost writer.
No, we wrote it every word, and we actually
well-
designed it in InDesign in-house. Ethan
Yeah.
and Gavin did all the graphics work ourselves. So we laid it out. It wasn't like we handed it to him and said, "Hey,
Well-
put some funny illustrations in."
For the text, Joel had a hat with a seer stone in it.
He-
And then Kyle chiseled the words into golden tablets.
That's right. Yep. That's how it came to us. It's infallible.
yes.
They go and guitar do you poop?
Thanks, Gavin.
Do we poop?
Gavin is asking us if we poop. Oh no, he's asking someone's comment if
Someone
we,
asked us if we
okay.
poop.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are asking that.
You
Oh
don't
no,
wanna
this guy
know.
just over and over again. I feel like maybe that's a Russian bot.
I mean, if you really have to know, I've been constipated for like 3 days.
It's true. He was talking about it earlier.
yeah. I'm sorry.
It's the diet, you know.
What?
My wife says, yes, they do poop. Can confirm.
Dan's wife commented and let us know that she can confirm.
I'm amazed how little the bathroom smells like someone wrecked it here. Because there's all these burly dudes walking around, and it never really. I mean, every once in a while, I'll walk in and get knocked back, but so yeah, we do pretty good.
Look at this, Kyle. Aaron Martin says Kyle is the best.
Oh,
I don't know if that's. I mean,
I don't know.
We like
he's
Aaron.
okay.
We like Aaron. Aaron's the one we made fun of for saying, let's hoe Brandon. And now I'm the best, even though I was making fun of Aaron. Did we find the original sacred texts of the Babylon Bee on golden tablets in a cave? Asks John. And no, we actually worked really hard on that.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
That was about a year. This one we put together. We had the process down a little better, and we had a official publisher that we were working with. Sacred Text we self-published, and Ethan designed this crazy Bible-like cover that just took forever to get the printer to.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to print it. That was the main thing. It took so long to get out. So the lady Grace Trimmer, who had asked if we're going to team up with Freedom Tunes, she meant an animation with Freedom Tunes. All right. So we actually have talked about it. We just haven't been able to figure out what it would be yet. Like we've thrown it around, but it's hard to figure out what would be the right cartoon that we would both split up the time, because we both kind of work right on the clock of, like, you know, we're like, well, this is in the news right now. Let's make a cartoon right now and do it fast. So it would have to be something that would make sense, that would be a little more timeless and would work for both our styles to kind of come together. And, you know, so there have been talks. There's talks.
What's your favorite movie?
Lord of the Rings.
No, really?
Yeah, for comedies, probably A Mighty Wind.
I always go to the Edgar Wright Cornetto trilogy. These are my favorite 3 movies, if I can say that.
You're so pretentious, Patrick.
Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, at World's End. Masterpiece, masterpiece, masterpiece.
Those are amazing.
Oh, hey, it's Greg from Pacific Wine Merchants, just down there. Maybe nearby, maybe not.
Not nearby at all.
Not nearby at all. He needs an autographed book. He found out the other day that we do that. He's like, I love the Babylon Bee.
One of our super fans, whose name is weird, I can't read the whole thing. Can you believe they give you 50 characters for this? Says, do you like hand soap or liquid? Is it hand soap liquid anyway?
I like the emoji they added at the end. That really
helps.
Yeah.
I thought someone. Oh yeah, Chandra. Oh sorry, maybe I shouldn't say that. But yeah, whatever. Dan's wife says, asks us to show the current state of our heresy jar to see how much money we have in our heresy jar currently.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to go back and find that message because it was funny.
Do we have a swear jar too, or just the heresy jar?
We turned it into the heresy jar because there's way more heresy than swearing.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Look at that heresy.
Not enough heresy, it seems like.
I think I seem to be the chief contributor, although I've spotted Ethan a few times.
I put a 5 in there, and that covers a lot.
Oh yeah, you prepaid.
Yeah. Okay. I built up credit. I'm just going to read this. Jurassic Josh, how much mail and comments do you guys get wondering about the amount of Christian material on your pages? It's entertaining to read on comment threads. Oh, because they don't realize we're Christian. Like, why do they keep saying Christian stuff?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, people will say, like, why don't you make fun of Muslims more? You like, well, you know, read the tagline. I think if you Google us, doesn't it still say your trusted source for Christian news
satire? Yeah.
I think it's right in there.
Yeah, it's in there.
That's how we got our start. It was all church jokes for a long time there.
Favorite pronouns? Asks Colin.
Let's look at
I'm
the
glad
book.
you
Let's
asked.
refer
Get
to
into the book here. We got all the pronouns in here.
Because we can look at it in the Babylon Bee Guide to Wokeness in the Feminism and Gender chapter. Here's some pronouns, right? How to choose your pronouns.
Oh, there we go.
So these are the bad pronouns you're not supposed to use.
These are bad ones.
He, him, beep, boop, bop, Trump or Trump self, y'all or y'all self, he man and him man.
Yeah.
And then here's the how to choose your pronouns. So like Smeagol and Gollum is ours is, theirs is. An amoeba is gloop glop. Donald Trump suggested pronouns. How do you even say that? Is it just as like a screech?
Yeah.
Groot would be Groot or Groot self.
Yep.
That's not self, right? Because wouldn't it be? Yeah, never mind. That's fine. We like these.
This guy asks, "Are y'all conservative?" What makes you ask that?
Where do you get that idea? Libertarian? Liberservative?
I would say I'm a libertarian, but I sympathize more and more with the conservative positions on many things. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like putting myself in a box, bro.
Yeah,
except
bro.
that I
Yeah.
agree with literally everything most conservatives believe.
Such a Gen Xer over here.
Oh, no. Mr. Jesse Reynolds asks, Kyle's top 5 board games.
Oh,
Sign
boy.
when he said Space Hulk, Acquire, Galaxy Trucker, Lord of the Rings by Reiner Knizia, and Dungeon Quest.
Oh, I was way back in the comments. There's a whole bunch of other ones.
There's a lot.
Justin Blevins says that we are all very cool. That's. Thank you, Justin.
That's a rumor.
I saw one a while back where they said, which one of you three tells the funniest jokes?
Oh.
Just off the spur of the moment.
Or just
in-
has the fun.
in
I assume
person?
the funniest like Babylon B content, or I don't know.
I don't. Well, it's very different writing comedy for the site
It's Kyle.
than to deliver it in person.
But only, I mean, because Kyle is a naturally funny guy, but also he's just written way more than us. So just on
Yeah.
it mathematically.
Yeah, most of the Babylon Bee is Kyle's brain. I mean, it's a window into his brain.
Well, yeah, and I'm also the editor-in-chief, so I can publish my jokes more than anybody else's.
Yeah,
So I
you
just
have
greenlight all my stuff.
The EIC privileges for sure.
Ethan has the best eye for visual humor and the animations. If you haven't checked out the animations on our YouTube channel, that's all his sense of humor, and our writer, Erlich Wheatstein.
Rough Draft says Ethan. I acknowledge you.
I think maybe they're saying you'd have the funniest jokes.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Answer.
Why is it called the Babylon Bee?
Typically, I answer that, but not actually knowing if it's the reason why. But yeah, Babylon is a biblical reference. That it's just we were in the people of God in Israel were in exile in Babylon, so that's how we feel as American Christians a lot of times. And the bee is just a nice rhyme with Babylon. It's also a nice branding thing because we're satire and it's got a stinger.
Yeah, that's right.
It's nice. The bee's iconic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Favorite shout out from a mainstream comedian says Schmady Schmady.
All
To
right.
the bee or just to us?
I don't know what that is.
Favorite shout out from a mainstream comedian? Is that what the
Yeah, like
question
we
was?
mentioned, Patton Oswalt commented on one of our articles once and complimented. I don't know if he knew what he was doing.
Did
He said our yacht article was hilarious.
Did old Norm Macdonald ever acknowledge our
He
existence?
DM'd you.
He DM'd me. That would be my favorite shout out. And he did like a quote tweet and said I was funny.
Hmm.
Well, that's crazy to be called that by the funniest guy that ever lived.
Yeah.
I guess that settles the which three of us is funniest debate, huh? You never did that to me.
It's true.
I don't know how that happened.
This
I'm
person
still
says,
curious. I want to find out now.
Do you guys take any strippergrams?
What is that? Is that like some kind of graham cracker?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like a
strips of something? Strips of bacon on it?
like a bacon strip.
Bacon strip on a graham cracker?
That
Yeah,
sounds
we'll
like-
That's pretty
definitely.
good, actually.
Then we'll
Yeah.
definitely take strippergrams.
Like a
then.
meat s'more.
Yeah.
Is the
Go ahead.
what?
You should invite Trump to be on in all caps.
Yes.
You're invited,
Trump,
Trump.
if you were watching.
President Trump.
Trump, if you were watching, you are invited. Lazy Butter says, will there be an official Babylon Bee Discord? There could be if I knew what Discord was or understood how to use it at all. I have it, and my kids are on it, and I don't understand it. So I don't know how you can have a Babylon Bee Discord. It's a server of some kind. I'm making us
Yeah,
sound like old,
I don't
out-of-touch boomers, and we
I
kind
don't
of
understand it. I have one. Someone put together one for this other podcast I do, and I'm so confused by it. But every once in a while, I'll see a message pop up, and I'll reply to it. Favorite all-time comedians: Colin Barrett. We keep looking at Colin. I don't know why. It's just a letter C with purple, so it's not like a special avatar or anything.
My favorite stand-up comedian is Jerry Seinfeld. I know it's a very standard
Mine's Norm Macdonald.
answer, but
May he rest in peace.
the way that we do our headlines, because every word is like so carefully timed because it hits in a different way. I love how Seinfeld does that with his jokes.
Yeah, he's kind of an engineer with the way he puts words together. He's very meticulous, whereas someone like Norm's more free form and loose with it.
I've seen a few questions go by where people are asking about my interview in The Atlantic.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a reporter in The Atlantic interviewed me, and there was a couple of questions where she asked me to explain Babylon Bee jokes, and it seemed like she didn't get the jokes at all. And but the jokes were pretty obvious to Babylon Bee fans, so it was kind of a funny juxtaposition. It was someone who was kind of probably in a liberal bubble that was asking this. I actually think if you go read the full interview or you listen to it, they have an audio version that has more content in it. It wasn't as bad as people on the right were making it seem like she was just constantly asking me to explain jokes. There was only a few times that happened in the interview. And I thought I have no ill will towards her. I thought it was cool that someone from the left was willing to talk to someone from the right like that. And if we're going to say that we value civil discourse as conservatives, then we need to promote that kind of stuff more often instead of just slamming someone when they don't understand the joke. It was kind of funny when she was asking and I refused to explain it, I guess.
I think you were just tired that day.
Yeah.
Gray Ford says y'all look like guys that got fired from CNN because you weren't getting vaxxed.
We look like camera operators. We all got the beards and baseball caps.
I don't know. He's the only one with the baseball cap.
No, usually it's not.
Yeah.
I saw someone ask, how long has the bee been around? Since 2016.
Yeah.
March 1st, 2016.
Feels like it's been around forever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that because when I came on board, I felt like it had been around for years.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think
so
it had been a
everybody's-
year or two when I came on.
Such an institution now.
Truth Matter says, any Lord of the Rings sketches? I got one good one. We have one we have like two Lord of the Rings sketches. We have one that's the Smeagol's pronouns are ours and theirs is. And maybe that was the other one. No, there was one we did the Eye of Sauron on the Facebook headquarters, and we reported live from the battle and all that.
We haven't done the bisexual transgender elf in a wheelchair yet. That might be a good one. With,
The
woke,
article. Yeah.
Amazon coming out with their woke Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay, close your eyes.
'Kay.
And then smell this. What do you smell?
Cigar smoke.
That's a book. Humble Stranger asks,
cigar smoke.
what does the book smell like?
That's because your finger's in it.
Ethan has
Smells like
smoked.
me.
Ethan has smoked 2 cigars already today.
Hey,
So.
wait, didn't you too?
This whole place. Yeah, I did actually.
Man, pot calling the kettle black.
This whole place smells like cigars. It smells very, very good in here, actually. I
I love the smell of a new book, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like hints of banana peel, offal.
Yeah, you too can smell this book if you order one, and
Yeah, and you can let us know how it smells.
let us know in the comments how the book smells.
It's a scratch and sniff because you can scratch it and sniff
That
it
would
if
have
you
been
want.
great. We need to do our next book, scratch and sniff. The body odor blast. There's a great section in here that Ethan did where we did how to fight fascism with violence, and Ethan did a bunch of Antifa fight moves.
That was mostly Gavin.
Yeah, mostly Gavin put
Gavin,
those. I told him
Gavin
what
did
to
a great job on these, and one of them is the body odor blast, the Antifa body odor blast. If that was scratch and sniff, that would make the experience pretty awesome.
Huru says, I'm going to bed. Can you tell me a quick manly bedtime story? Ethan?
That's your lane, man.
A man walked into the forest and realized that there was a bear in his midst. He climbed into the tree, and then he realized that there was no way he was getting out of this situation alive. But he also realized that the bear had very tiny eyes, and so he started peeing at the bear. He wanted to see if he could make it into one of those tiny eyes, because that would take a lot of precision, and he did it. And then he got killed, but we'll never forget him. Good night.
He was just turning one of his old Bearmageddon memes into a...
I'm not ready. I'm not
That
improv.
Was a classic Ethan story.
I'm assuming most of them haven't seen that meme.
I missed the name, but someone asked what we thought of Dune, if we've seen it yet.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
I would love it had I seen it. I'm sure. I haven't yet.
Chili pot pie Seeing as you are all Christians, what do you tell the people who inevitably call you homophobic?
Oh.
I know you are, but what am I?
Boom.
Well, that's such an unfortunate word, isn't it? It's kind of been used as a...
I've never been formally diagnosed. That's one thing. Because phobias are a serious matter.
Yeah, well, phobia is a fear, you know?
Right.
We're not afraid of anyone. Yeah.
I mean,
Some people.
I'm afraid of, the only gay people I'm afraid of are the ones with like really sharp teeth and the ones that jump out from bushes and things and have blood on their face. But other than that, I'm not homophobic at all.
But to be clear, he would be afraid of straight people with the same
That's true.
kinds of things.
Who's the biggest celebrity that turned you down for an interview or shout out?
The biggest celebrity
Turned us down.
like we were trying to get interviewed on there.
Or try to get him on here or something, I guess. We don't aim that high.
Usually they just don't respond to you.
Yeah.
You rarely get like a, you guys are way too small for us.
Oh, yeah, they don't say that.
They don't say it. You just never hear back. Or they say, let's try to coordinate it, and then you never hear back.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get Jordan Peterson for a while.
He expressed some interest.
He did express some interest, though.
So
We'll
maybe
see what
that'll
happens. Maybe he's trying to hide Jordan.
Dr. Peterson, if you're watching, we love you. We cleaned our room this morning.
Gavin is currently arguing with people in the comments
Gavin, what are you doing?
about Dune. Someone asked how Dune fits into the Star Wars universe or timeline, and Gavin, our animator, responds, and he said, I just missed it. He says, Dune is actually in the future, and Star Wars was a long, long time ago.
Actually.
Did I do a good Gavin? I was trying not to be too mean. I was like,
Does it occur in the same galaxy, though? I mean, is it... Dune is in this in this universe, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
our
Earth
universe.
exists in the Dune universe.
Now, Anuki says, thoughts are seated in us by the caduceus, the two serpents. One is demonic, the other spiritual. You choose what to do with the thoughts they send to your body, your mind. You will have to be sharp.
$1 in the heresy jar.
Truth matters. Where would Ethan be if there were no bears?
Oh, man.
I would have...
In a van down by the river.
I'd have one less... I'd have 2 less books out.
Fewer. But yeah, you got your big break really well. I don't know, big break is the wrong word, but Axe Cop was like your first big breakthrough viral thing. So you still would be
Yeah, so it would be Axe Cop, except for there'd be no Bear Cop
Bear
part.
Cop. There's probably more than that bear reference in Axe Cop though.
Spider Bear.
See, I don't know. I don't remember all the superheroes. Very sad.
Are any of us hydrophobic? Asks Maurice.
Like afraid of water?
Yeah.
Is that afraid of like drowning in water? Because I don't like going on boats, but I'm not like scared of it. Like I'll go on a boat. I won't. But I am like.
I think he means like, do you walk by bodies of water and hurl slurs at them all the time?
My wife says I don't
And
drink.
you don't let
water.
them use your
Yeah,
bathrooms.
that's true. Worst Christmas song? Asks Kindle.
Oh, man.
Can we
Simply
get
Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by whoever that is.
a worst Christmas song? I really hate Little Drummer Boy. I don't know.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's rough.
It's just-
Yeah.
I would be annoyed with that kid if I was Jesus.
Mhm.
Or the parents. You don't walk up to a baby playing drums.
Very misbehaved child.
Yeah.
Christmas shoes.
So many.
How does it feel that some of the when some of the articles you write for laughs come true?
It feels great because it means we're right on target. Earth Radar says worst denomination, not including Mormons or the Unitarians.
Well,
I like how they're already off the table. I'm going to take away the easy ones.
Do Mormons count themselves as a denomination? Because we usually wouldn't call it a denomination, but sometimes I hear they're like, oh, we're Christians too. I mean, do they?
Well, they kind of say they're Christians too, but they're also like they won't come visit my church.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
So,
weird. And they're still trying to convert me though, because other denominations aren't usually trying to convert me.
We have some good LDS friends and stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm not insulting you. I like you guys. Kellen Erskine, he's awesome. Who else is a Mormon that you don't know? Aquabats.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Who's that one comedian? The smiling comedian guy. He's funny.
I don't know.
Worst denomination.
Glenn Beck.
Mitt Romney.
Isn't Glenn Beck a Mormon? I think
Yeah,
he is.
yeah.
Right?
He's a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, actually.
Yeah, that's not a word anymore. When are Baptists going to rise up and ban yoga pants? I think they're trying. That's some humble stranger.
Well, I'm wearing mine right now, so
It's true.
I don't know.
Fact check. True.
We need a screener.
Yeah, we do. These are coming fast.
Evan Charlie says Mormons believe God did not create time.
Did not create time.
Did not create time.
Well, then who did?
Well, I think that there's the doctrine of eternal progression where it goes all the way back. So I guess that's what he's trying to say. It's like if God kept creating other gods, then
Yeah, but if
it's
time
like
is if time and space are related, you can't create space without creating time.
it was just a
can
really
you?
interesting way to put that. I've never heard it put that way before.
Anuki says, Christos is water. Flow runs. Samurai is water, not Semitic. Like water erodes the book itself. Be like water, my friend.
You can't just read all the spam comments, man.
YouTube is a wonderful place.
Oh, wait. Anuki says, Waterman, waterman, waterman. What a mighty good man, Aquarius, we all are.
Oh,
I love the people that just...
favorite CNN host.
Anglican. No, not Anglicans. Episcopalians.
There
That was
you
my
go.
worst denomination.
That's hands down.
But I love you if you're Episcopalian.
Yeah.
Grace Trimmer
You should
once
buy my
again said, I meant animation collaboration with Freedom Tunes. We answered you, Grace. You probably got up and, went to the bathroom. We answered you.
Seeing a lot of Let's Go Brandons here in the chat.
We have a Brandon here at the office, and we often will say, like, it's time to go
Yeah.
to lunch or whatever, and we say, let's go, Brandon. So
Eat a bag of bees. Oh yeah, that's one of our favorite hate comments, isn't it?
sincerely go eat it was a sack of bees,
A
actually.
sack of bees.
Yeah.
Sincerely go eat a
Bag
sack
of bees. That sounds like a fast food restaurant. I'm going to go eat some bag of bees. Anuki says, you can reset your new quantum computer self with your intentions because we are built this way. Water is programmable and omnipresent.
What is going
Create
on?
your new whiteboard. Sow the seeds.
What is going on?
All right. Sabosa says, are you going to make more Canadian jokes, eh?
Yeah.
Please, we're nuts up here.
Canadian jokes. So, okay, in Canada you have Trudeau.
Yeah, he's good to make fun of.
He's a good, plenty of material there. We did do a few jokes about like what's going on with them arresting pastors and things like that up there. I
Unless
don't
the
know,
story-
maple syrup. What else is there to joke about
You
in
can make
Canada?
some regular general jokes about Canadians, but
Yeah.
unless there's a political story that like hits the mainstream,
Mm-hmm.
like all the lockdown stuff, it's not going to do that well.
Yellow Mommy asks, where you nuttered?
Nuttered? Like
Were you
I
neutered?
think she's asking, were you neutered?
Neutered.
I prefer to answer where you
Nuttered? Where are you nuttered?
Oh my goodness.
Fisher of Men Ministries says, have you all been supporting your local In-N-Outs?
Oh,
We actually
Not
have.
today, my friend.
We actually went today. So
Oh, it was a spiritual experience.
I went like 2 or 3 times in the day following all that stuff that went down in San Francisco. But it wasn't that much of a sacrifice.
I'm not even joking. I'm from Ohio, obviously. No In-N-Outs out there. The last time I was here in L.A., Kyle treated me to my first In-N-Out. I went back home to Ohio, and I didn't stop thinking about it the entire time I was there. I just had my first In-N-Out since that time today, and it was wonderful. There's nothing like it. In-N-Out's pretty awesome.
Well, I had broccoli and chicken again.
Hey, Peter Fox says, great interview on Sean McDowell, Joel.
Oh, hey,
good job,
whoa,
buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, you were on that.
Sean's cool. He his ministry means quite a lot to me because his dad, Josh McDowell, wrote Evidence That Demands a Verdict, which was very instrumental in my dad becoming a Christian. So if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here. So in a very indirect way, Sean and Josh McDowell, I owe him my very existence on this planet. So yeah, that was a fun talk.
Wait, he made you be procreated?
Josh McDowell, his book led to my dad becoming a Christian, which led to him meeting my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, mm-hmm.
You're a McBaby. What do you guys do when people tell you you are ignoring the science? Asked Chili Pot Pie.
Ignoring this. Oh, we have a great chapter in this book on science.
We don't ignore it. We point at it and laugh.
Yeah, well, the thing about science, from the standpoint of the left, is it's more of a deity that you are to bow down and worship than a discipline for finding the truth. So we had in our chapter on science, we always were sure to capitalize the word science out of respect for the holiness of science. I forget what the question was.
When
we're ignoring the science. Yeah, global warming.
We aren't ignoring it. What are your bottom 5 board games, Kyle?
I was prepared for that, and that's why I'm on my phone, is because I was
he's clicking around.
pulling up my lowest rated board games. Arkham Horror 2nd Edition from 2005. I much prefer the first edition.
Is this your spreadsheet you have?
All your board game people are flooding in here.
Or the 3rd edition. I hate the game Love Letter. It's one of the worst games ever created.
Shoots and Ladders.
I really hated Coup, if you've ever played Coup. Yeah, I mean, I don't like any of the lame, just more mainstream games that are all luck, but I'm thinking more like, Lords of Waterdeep. I hate all worker placement games. I'm boring people. Scythe and Star Trek 5-Year Mission. Those are all games I've rated a 1 or a 2 out of 10.
It's fascinating.
Here's one.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about Michael Malice?
Is that Michael Malice on here?
Is Michael Malice on here?
Is he codenamed
Doesn't he
Cody?
have stuff to do?
He's got to be in here. He's trolling us.
All right, let's just do a couple more questions. We've got, can Ethan do his dolphin impression?
Oh, boy. I'm getting the text from my wife like, when are you going to be home? Everybody says it's the face.
It is the face.
It looks just like a dolphin.
Dan Dillon just texted me and said he's trying to distract me by texting me, so I would look at my phone on the live stream. Like, come on,
What
guys.
is this?
Like,
What is this?
Dan, you own the Babylon Bee too. You want this live stream to go well. Why are you doing that?
Grace Trimmer says, but you did a live action, not an animation. We addressed that, Grace Trimmer. We addressed that
Grace.
directly.
Grace Trimmer,
Look you in
doggone
the
it.
eyes, Grace Trimmer. You're trimming away the truth. Have some grace. What's the best religious exception to tell your employer? Exception?
Like a religious exemption?
Maybe exemption.
Like why, or what's like the reasoning? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is.
That you're a Scientologist and the plumebo creatures in your fingers will get sick or something if you get an injection. I don't know.
Yeah.
The midichlorians?
The
It would mess with my
midichlorians.
midichlorian count.
Yeah.
Tell them
Jedi.
that.
Believe it or not, we don't come up with jokes like instantly.
That was
Wow,
funny.
I
That
had
was
multiple
pretty good. I thought the
little
midichlorians.
Yeah,
was
that's
pretty
not bad. Sorry, I meant me.
Well, we got to answer Jeremy Hicks because he's a super fan.
Super fan.
How long does it take to make those? And you should be a super fan. If you click join, you can become a super fan.
Yeah.
How long does it take to make those funny animated videos? Ethan can
Oh,
answer
yeah.
that.
Each one is its own special adventure. But about a week or 2.
You work hard on those, man.
Some of them we take longer, yeah. We got some funny ones. We got a Ghostbusters one coming soon. And another one, a Thanksgiving one.
Teaser.
We got one. We got a bunch of like guest voices on it. It'll be cool.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's going to about wrap it up. Maybe we'll come live again later this week, or as long as we still got Joel here.
Yeah.
Kyle, do you have hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun from Luke? I haven't noticed that.
My legs are fairly hairy. I'd say moderate. What you would expect a grown man's leg hair to be like.
Not like hair pants. Like, have you ever seen a guy that has hair pants?
Yeah, I do
like
not have hair
from the
pants.
chest, from the waist up, nothing, and then from the leg, from the chest, from the waist down, it's like just hair pants.
Yeah, I do not have that. That is weird, and I do not have that. And that was
I have
very
a friend that has that.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
I shave my legs, so I don't know.
And they do not turn blonde in the sun, as far as I know. And I do not have children run their fingers through it.
Oh, that's a Biden reference.
That was a Biden reference. Corn pop. All right, hairy legs, and they turn blonde in the sun. I can't believe that's a real thing. Whenever you listen to that, it gets funnier every time. And you know what else gets funnier every time? The Babylon Bee Guide to Wokeness. Guys, this is out today. You can buy it on Amazon or, other bookstores, wherever books are sold and all that. It's a couple hundred pages of just awesome illustrations and hilarious satire on how crazy wokeness is. And there is a link in the YouTube description right now. You can mash that button and immediately have this delivered to your house by Jeff Bezos personally.
There you go. Buy it.
Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate the support.
Love you guys.
We'll talk